Welcome to the Predictive Playbook. It's Sunday, May 23rd, 2021, and I am your host, John Ryan. Thank you for coming and checking this out. Got a very exciting card today in the NBA. And first of all, I want to mention that you can use the promo code at sportsmemo.com, which is John Ryan spelled out lowercase and then 50, and get up to 50% off any of my subscriptions or any of my single pick plays in the NBA today, which I have 3, one of which is a 5-unit top-rated game of the month type of play. These are very rare, very powerful. They do very well over the course of a season. They generally hit in the neighborhood of 70% against the spread in any calendar year, which also means that they lose 30% of the time. So I want to emphasize that point. There is no such thing as a lock. I really like this play, of course, but we take it one day at a time, we take it 1 week at a time, and let these things build profits over the course of the playoff season. I've hit 68% over the last 3 NBA seasons. We went 2-0 yesterday with the Miami Heat and also the Brooklyn Nets, and things seem to be picking up here on the NBA playoffs and my best bets. Very excited about today, so make sure you get over to sportsmemo.com, John Ryan 50, and you can take off up to $100 off my NBA playoff subscription. One of the best values that Sports Memo has ever put together for me or anyone else. So the Grizzlies are meeting Utah Jazz tonight at 9:30 p.m. on TNT. Utah is -9 and generally -8.5 now are starting to appear as the public gets a little bit enthusiastic about Memphis and how they held it together at Golden State and won that playing game, giving them the right to be the number 8 seed in the playoffs. The problem is that only 3 number 8 seeds have ever upset a number 1 seed, and the last time it happened was done by Memphis in 2011. So they have a little bit of history behind them, but I think with Donovan Mitchell coming back for this game tonight, they're going to have just an absolute mountain of problems to overcome to beat the Jazz in a 7-game series. They might steal a game, here or there, but I don't think it's going to be tonight. Utah in that stadium are going to be rocking tonight. It's going to be an electric atmosphere, and I don't see really Memphis having much of a chance tonight. One thing about Memphis on a positive, they averaged 55.8 points a game in the paint. That was tops in the NBA, led by Jonas, who, is a big reason for that. He ranks 6th of all individual players, scoring 12.7 in the paint. And, what can you say about John Morant? He was fantastic in the game against Golden State. But again, now they go way up in level here to the number 1 seed, Utah. And it's just going to be a little bit too much for them because, Rudy Gobert is a defensive monster, has the highest individual defensive rating in the NBA, and he led the league with 960 rebounds and 190 blocks. So, it's going to be a tough stretch for them to actually be able to pull this off. So let's get to the betting system now. You're going to bet on favorites between 6.5 and 9.5 points. The favorite has outscored their opponents by 8.5 or more points per game. And this favorite is coming off back-to-back double-digit wins. And the favorite, of course, is the Utah Jazz. The favorite's win percentage must be at least 10 percentage points higher than the opponent's win percentage. So that doesn't mean 10% higher. It means that the percentage has to be a difference of 10 points or more. So a team that's hitting winning percentage of 65 is playing an opponent with a 52% win percentage. That's a difference of 13. So that's the difference. That's the requirement. So this all points to the Utah Jazz minus the points, and I think 8.5 is a very good value for this game. And that's about it. Other than the fact that the Jazz are 16-9 against the spread as a favorite of 6.5 to 9.5 points this season. So that too bodes well for the Utah Jazz to win this game. I think it's going to be by at least 15 points. Also, as a reminder, please get over to sportsmemo.com. I have my 5 percenter or 5-unit. It's a game of the month caliber play. I don't really like that height, but it's a very rare, very powerful play. They generally hit to 70%. That also means they lose 30% of the time. But over the course of the season, if you follow this with discipline and continue to bet the same amounts, it'll have a very strong likelihood and probability that you'll have some profits at the end of the NBA playoff season. I base that on the fact that I've hit 68% against the spread the last 3 NBA playoff seasons. So do yourself a favor, use the promo code JohnRyan50 and get up to $100 off the subscription price for the NBA playoffs, or take 50% off an individual pick package for today. So that'll do it for this show. I appreciate you very much being a part of it, and good luck with your bets today. So Predictive Playbook, sportsmemo.com and wagertalk.com. May all the wins be yours.